Okay, I am back. I don't know if anybody's going to come back and watch me play with the quarters or not. We will see. It's the quarter show. Don't know if anybody wants to play with the quarters or not. We shall see. We shall see. Try and set things back up here. See what we get. Oh, I did not want that. I did not want that at all. Okay, I think I'm back. I was trying to set up my other camera and I somehow managed to wipe out the one I was using. Okay, I think we're going to get this to work here in a minute. Howdy doody. I do not have proper equipment. That's just the bottom line. Everything's duct tape and spit pretty much around here. And get my glasses. Anyway, we're back. We're gonna do some quarters like I do pretty much every Monday night. I do my quarters because usually on Sundays when my car gets rinsed off, and so I usually end up doing quarters. I have a bunch of different quarter books going on. I'm going to switch back to the other camera. I'm not crazy about this. All right. There I am. All right. We'll just go with one camera for now. I have my usual assortment of quarter books. I have my Washington quarters over here. I have my state quarters and I have my national park quarters. And I have my car wash quarters. It's just something I do. I kind of want to encourage people to work with what they have. You know, a lot of coin people, they're interested. No, I did not flip you off. I just made a boo-boo. I'm an old lady. I'm allowed to. Nah. Now I'll flip you off. Okay, so anyway, I did, in a fit of boredom, sort these quarters only by whether they were state or park related. And that was simply because I didn't really think everybody wanted to sit here and watch me sort them for an hour. And I did put my ones in these. I did not do my state quarters and my national park quarters because those are the ones we've been working on in the live stream, and I wanted to keep it that way. So, first thing we're going to start with is the state quarter book. The ones in this tube are all the state quarter book state quarters that I got in this round of change. Find somewhere to sit this for the moment. Okay. So, I may need more light in here for this. Oh, that's because my big light is off. And I don't know why that is. But since I have muted my mic again. Every time I turn around, I made it through the big long one, and now I can't make it through my quarters. Hey, Johnny Kilo, Linda Kid Nichols, or Lady Kid Nichols and Linda Wallace. You were both right next to each other. I just mashed them all together. Handy Andy, thank you for coming back. Andrew Cooper, Mo Dog, Silva, woof. I know I missed somebody up there. Oh, it was WTH. Yeah, WTH was in here. Don't know if he still is. He thinks I flipped him off. Delete last message. Did I make a last message? I mean, oh, I don't know. Oh, all right, folks. Anyway, hi, Big Mike. Hi, ACE Shivo. Am I missing a lot, Susie Q? Yeah, I'm probably missing everything here. Maybe because I'm not over on the YouTube one. So let me attend to that quickly. I don't usually do 2 streams back to back, so it's a little crazy for me. All right, now I'm on the YouTube one, so I can see the live chat. The sometimes the chat on StreamYard is only part of the chat. I don't get to always see everything. Okay. What I do on Monday nights is pretty simple. I'm saying this because there's a lot of new people here tonight. Every week I wash my car, and I usually end up with a bunch of quarters left over. So we've been attempting to fill a state quarter series and a national park series book with only quarters from the car wash. That means I can't go get a roll of quarters from the bank or the store or any of that. This is everything's coming from the car wash. So we're going to start out tonight with our state quarter series and see if we can add anything to it. We are missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're missing 12. We've done all of the rest here from the car wash, which is actually kind of cool that we've been able to do that. So now we're going to see if we got any additions this week to the state quarter group. Get my tube up here because I'm going to throw them back in the tube if I don't need them. I know I don't need this Hawaii quarter because I've had a bunch of those. So I probably need my other glasses too. I can't. Oh gosh. This is what happens when you work with blind old ladies, folks. The only person I know that can sympathize with me for real on that is one of my detecting buddies who's called the Blind Detectorist, and he is legally blind, so he understands. Okay, so I have a South Carolina 2000. I think we already have that. Yeah, we have all the 2000s. So next victim is Vermont, and I know I have that one because I made a bad joke about a metal detectorist that used to have that word in his name, and now everybody calls him Vermin. Connecticut, we already have you from 1999. Ironically, the only thing I need from 1999 is Georgia, and I live there. Go figure. Okay, we have in 2002. We have all the 2002, so we don't need that one. See, I'm not worrying about mint marks or any of that right now. I'm just strictly trying to fill the book with the states. And then we'll go back and put nicer ones in if we find nicer ones than the ones we use, which sometimes from the car wash, they're pretty weak. Mississippi, I have that one already. We're not finding any new stuff here. Come on now. Help us out. Kansas, I already have that one. Come on now. New York, I know I already have that one. I'm not doing very good here. It was so easy when I first started because I needed everything. Kentucky, 2001. We have all the 2001s. Oh, Klutz. We have one of those. Let's turn it right side up here. 2002. We got all of those. Yeah, it gets harder and harder the more you do it. And that's another Hawaii. I have had many of those. Ooh, this is a Nebraska, and I already have Nebraska, but this one's pretty darn nice. And I think it's nicer than the one that I have in the book. So I think we're going to swap that one out. Just because it's prettier. Yeah, I'm later than usual today because we did the 5:55 giveaway. So I'm on Eastern time, so I forget sometimes that my folks out on the other end of the world don't get to see me. So that's why part of why I decided to go ahead and do my quarters tonight like I usually do. Delaware, 99, I already have that one. I'm really hoping for a Georgia. I need Georgia. Minnesota, this thing looks bad. This is what some folks would call a swamp coin. It is weak. It is cruddy. It should go through the car wash. It's nasty. Looks like it's got gum or something on it. We don't need that swamp thing. May have been right along here. Ooh, that's pretty Arizona. And 6. I can't read. It's 2008, not 2006. But I got a really nice one in there, so I don't need that one. I got another swamp thing here. It's Mississippi. I know I don't need that one. North Dakota. I have that one, but it's not as nice as the one in my hand. So I'll swap that one out. If I see one that's really nice, I'm going to keep it. Oh, there was a bunch of people in the giveaway. I gave away, 7 or 8 prizes. The grand prizes went to Stephen Kenyon and S. Robbins, but there were several other things that were given away to other people that were in the stream. We had a good time. We gave away some stuff, made some bad jokes, and another Connecticut. I already have that. Oh my goodness. What in the world happened to this? Everything looks like it got tarred over. Actually, what it looks like a metal detecting find. This is what coins that I pull out of the ground tend to look like. They're just funky. And people say, oh, you shouldn't clean your coins. Well, honey, if you don't clean the crud off of the coins a little bit, the bank won't take them. The Coinstar won't take them. Your mama won't take them. So that's going to be that's always a great debate between my detecting friends and my coin collecting friends. But I'm looking at it like this. If it's clad and it's not like a DDO or something like that, or if it's so cruddy you can't read it, what difference does it make if I clean it off a little bit so I can see what it is? I cannot believe I pulled that same number out of that bag 3 times on those prices. The odds of that have to be astronomical. Next time I'm retiring that number's not going back in the bag. I'm going to put different ones in there next time. There was just something wrong with that. Especially since 96 was also in the bag. I couldn't pull that one. No, I had to pull 69 out of there 3 times. Hey, Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure I got that. All right. We're down to the last 2, and we haven't found a single thing except a couple of nicer ones to replace what we already had. Okay. Now, I think I got this one too. Yeah. I can't even read. I'm so blind sometimes. Colorado. I already have that one. We're on the last one, and I have found nothing for the book. And I already have this one too, Louisiana. So we didn't find anything except a couple of nicer coins to replace some that weren't so pristine. So we still need 12. We need 1 from 1999. 2 from 2003, 1 from 2005, 1 from 2006, 1 from 2007, 1 from 2008, and all but 1 of the 2009s, which I've already told are going to be hard for me to get because those are Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, U.S. Virgin Islands, and the Northern Mariana Islands. I did get the District of Columbia one. So that is where we're at on State Quarters Car Wash Edition. So, wasn't great, but I replaced a couple of with some nicer things. So, I'm going to stop for a minute and greet everybody and switch over to my other books. Got who all do I have here? Oh, my mouse doesn't work either. I gotta go spend money tomorrow that I don't really have. But I've got to get a new mouse and a new keyboard because my equipment is falling apart. Let me see. I'm trying to get where I left off. Johnny Kilo, Linda Wallace, Big Mike, ACE Shivo, WTH Coins, Big Mike, how you doing? Lady Kid Nichols, Daryl USA, Dan Anderson. Yeah, y'all missed the other stream. It was fun. Dreadpool 26. Yeah, that other, we gave away a lot of stuff and had a good time. Shane Herbert, how are you? Shane won in my big 500 giveaway. He won a couple prizes in that, including a metal detecting pinpointer. That was a pretty dandy prize. So, all right, let me get my gloves on here. We're going to switch over now and go through this little dab of National Park Quarters and see if we can add anything to this book. For those who have come in late, the goal here is to fill the book with only my change from the car wash. So we've been working on it for, I think this is the 3rd or 4th stream that I have done where we've been playing with the car wash quarters. So we didn't have much luck so far with the states tonight. So now we're switching over here to, all right, what are there? The basket of quarters. These should all be national parks in here. And we'll see if we can add any at all into the book. I have to be a little more studious on this because this book does have spaces for the different mint marks. So I got my trusty out here so I can read. I can read. Okay, first one out of the box is a Lowell, but it's a P, and I think I already have the P. Yeah, have the Lowell P, but I'd love to find a W out of here. Have not found any W's. Sure would like to, but I doubt that's going to happen. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen, but, you know, people put coins in vending machines sometimes that shouldn't be there. So you never know. Okay, next. 2012 Great Basin. Read the mint mark, says he. 2012 Great Basin. That can't be 2012. Try that again, Suze, with some eyes. 2013. Goodness gracious, girl. Oh, and I need this one. Yay, we got one. Yay. How about that? Every once in a while I screw up, do something. Get one that's supposed to be in there. All right, that was good. This is, my lighting's not very good. 2017 Ozark. And it is a D. 2017. Hey, 2 in a row that we needed. Yoo-hoo, we're on a roll here, buddy. Make sure I put it in the right way. There we go. Like I said, it's just, I can't afford to really collect coins the way I'd like to. But most of these things will be passed on to my niece's son, who is 17. And he just started collecting coins last year. This one's in the wrong basket. That belonged in with the states. It was one we already had, though. So just file that away and move on. Oh, this must have gotten. This must not be a sorted batch because I'm finding state quarters in here. I'll have to set them aside. Ah, finding a whole bunch of state quarters in here. Maybe these aren't what I thought they were. Okay. I guess I didn't sort this basket. 2015 Saratoga. If it's a D, I need it. If it's a P, I already have it. It is, get in the light. It's a P. We already have that one. Oh, well, I got excited there for a second. Doesn't take much to get the old lady excited. Oh, she found a coin. She found a coin. 2016. Da, 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 da. Harper's Ferry. I can't read. I have both of those. I can't believe you guys are sitting here watching me do this. This is like incredibly boring. Did anybody block? Nobody blocks nobody in my channel. No, we don't do that. That's not fun. There's another state. I'm going to have to take another trip through the state book. because I'm finding a bunch of them in here that shouldn't be. This is, and Susie is blind coin. Homestead 2015 P. Huh? Don't need that one. Y'all play nice now. I don't want no trouble in my channel. No, no, no. No bullying, no mean. 2018. Oh my goodness. Why can't I read? Okay, if this is a D, I can use it. Yeah, it's a P. All right. Are y'all being mean in here? All right. Don't want no mean. I already had all my mean I want this for this whole week. Somebody was mean to me and made me cry. I don't like that. So we don't want none of that. Don't want none of that. Grab this light and move it down here where I can see with it. It's too far away. Okay. Dead air. Lots of dead air. When I was in radio, I would be in big trouble if I had more than 3 seconds of dead air. 2017. Frederick Douglass. I already got him. Yeah, I really thought I had sorted all these out, but apparently I must have come and thrown some more in and did not sort them out. Nope. Heck, I even see a penny in there. How did a penny get in there? In my quarter bucket. Oh, well. I hope everybody that was in the giveaway enjoyed themselves. I had a good time. It was fun. And we only had one winner that wasn't there. Everybody else was there to claim their prize, and I thought that was pretty good. Not too many where I had to draw again. And the irony of it is the person that was not there is almost always there. And he wins a lot. So I was surprised he wasn't there. But everybody else got to claim their prizes, so that was a good thing. Wrong mint. I got about 15 to go. And then I got to go back to the States. Okay, that's another Lowell P. I need the D. Like I said, the whole point, the whole exercise here, everything's got to come either from, I'm trying to do it only from the car wash, but if it comes from the grocery store change from the grocery store, that's okay too. Okay, I got one. I got my Ellis Island D-Mint. So we've got 3 or 4 so far. Filling up the book slowly. Ida! Hi, honey. You missed the big one. Now I'm just in here playing with my dumb car wash quarters, but we're glad to have you. I got a War in the Pacific. It's a P mint, and I need the D. And my daddy was in the War in the Pacific, so happy Memorial Day there, I guess. Let's say Lowell P. We already have that. Yeah, this is my car wash change. I'm trying to fill books with nothing but car wash change. And we just see how it works. I've actually done pretty well with it. Yeah, I really didn't think I was going to get this many of them. So I'm not unhappy with the experiment. This is something you could do with grandkids pretty easily. That wouldn't cost a lot of money, and would let them experience some collecting. Like I said, this is going to go to my niece's 17-year-old son eventually. All of my car wash hunt books will go to him. He just started collecting this year. Well, actually Christmas of last year. He was interested, and so we got him some coins and some books to put them in and sent him on his way. And I guess he's taking it as a serious hobby. So eventually most of this will probably go to him, as I do not have any children, but I have nieces and nephews, and my niece has children. My nieces have children. My nephew doesn't. Okay, I think we got one. We got a George Rogers Clark Demon that completes 2017. You can see the ones I'm having a problem with. I have none of the 2010, none of the 2011, only 2 of the 2012. So the older ones, I'm not getting very many of them this way. Okay. 20. All right. All right. I got a 2020 National Park Payment. That's our first one in 2020. Which does not want to go in the thing. Only a few more to go, and then we'll go back through those state ones that I found mixed in here by mistake. Great Smoky Mountains, 2014. It's AP, and we need it. Yay! Getting a few on this. I didn't do very well with the states, but another 2019 Lowell P. Got a bunch of those. Can't get the D. Well, there's another state. Already got that. Now I'm down to my last 4. Ozark Riverways 2017. We're all done with the 2017s. I think I need that in my state book. I'm pretty sure. That's a state. And that's a state. So we have completed our trip through the national parks. And we did finish 2017. And we got our first 2020. And we filled in a couple of other holes. So was not a total loss on that one. Thank you, car wash. Very good. Oops. All right. Let's go back to this one real quick and see if any of these that were mixed in with the parks will go in. I'm pretty sure this one will, and I set it aside for that reason. It is a 2006 South Dakota, and it's very nice, and I did not have it. So we got one. Put these over here in the bucket. All right. Yeah, I'm hoping this week I'm going to be able to start doing some metal detecting again. I have to go put some tires on my car. They are so bad. I've been afraid to even go anywhere out of fear that I would get stranded. Because there's no place where I live that I can safely go detecting by myself. There's places I'd love to detect where I live. However, there are not places that I feel safe doing so alone. So I have to drive to places that I know I will be safe. Yeah, I know. I do. I forget to read the chat. The starting date of which book? The state quarters start in 1999 and they run through 2009. The National Park series starts in, come on, Suze, turn the page, 2010 and runs through this year, 2020. They're still, actually, there's going to be a couple, the Tuskegee Airmen is a 2021. So that's the spanning date for these books. That's why I said they're something you can do with the car wash quarters because they're not that old. Am I frozen? Who's frozen? I'm not frozen. I'm still moving. Yeah, I could, but I live in a really small town, Linda Wallace. We don't have a laundromat. And the laundry where I live is free for the people that live here. So I don't see laundromats. But yes, if you were doing your laundry, I don't recommend just going in and taking their change. But if you're doing laundry, you certainly could use your extra quarters in this same manner as I am. Do I have a brother? Yes, Handy Andy, I do. He is many years older than I am. He lives in Florida, and he is a pretty cool guy. He gave me his old metal detector when I was down there last time. I haven't played with it yet. Ida, thank you. I know your quilt's getting auctioned off, and I'm trying to finish this up so I can get over there. I want to see what happens with that. I know I don't have the money to buy it, but I'd sure like to. That is one beautiful piece of work. So maybe when I'm done here, we will conduct a raid on Big T's auction. And Badlands 44, no, we do not have a Walmart. There's not a Walmart in my whole county. The county I live in only has 15,000 people in the whole county. I live in the biggest town, which is the county seat, and it only has about 6,000 people total. We have one grocery store. We have a Dollar Tree. We just got a Dollar Tree. That was a big deal. Good luck, Ida. Bye. Yeah, we don't have much here. And for me to go somewhere else, it's 25, 30 miles each way. So, nope, no Walmart. The closest Walmart is in Valdosta, Georgia, which is about, I think it's about 22 miles to that Walmart. There's another one going the other way that's about 30 miles, but no, we do not have a Walmart. We only have one grocery store, and they are outrageously high priced because they know they have us by our hair, and we just don't have much. So we're on a highway that a lot of truckers use, but we have not much. Really, we just don't have much. Pretty small place. I'm only going to be here through the end of September, and then I wanted to go to Michigan, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that right away. So I'm going to be going to the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia to my sister's farm for a time. And I'm looking forward to that because there's a lot of places up there to metal detect. And they own some property that I wanted. I tried to detect it last year and it was too overgrown. And my poor sister, we tried to get over there. They own this property with this old Victorian house on it. And we tried to get over there, but it was so overgrown, and we were trying to cut a path, and my sister slipped and fell and got tangled up in a bunch of wild roses. And we just, the mission was at that point aborted because my sister was all chopped up. So I'm going to go up there for a while, and then from there I will be going back to Michigan. Hopefully by the time I get there, the flood situation will be cleaned up. I'm going kind of close to where that is, but not, not actually right where it is. I'm just looking at these state orders. So far I have not found any that I needed. I can't believe I live in Georgia and haven't found a Georgia one yet, though. That's pretty weird. Maybe all the people in Georgia saved those. Don't know. I've got 2 left here. And I have that one already. And I have that one already. So there were no new ones in there. All right. Yes, I really are moving, Andy. I moved here for a very specific reason. And that reason was that I had a wonderful friend that I knew since the 70s. And I'm probably going to end up crying again. I'll try not to. Anyway, he was going to move his business here because his best friend had moved up here. I'm from Florida, so let me preface that. Anyway, he had planned to move his business here, and we were going to do that the second weekend in February of 2019. And the Tuesday before we were supposed to start loading the trucks and moving his things, he had a stroke. And he lived for 33 days. And then he passed away. So the reason that I'm here no longer exists. And because of what has just happened with this pandemic, and yes, the person who said Tommy, yes, and I'm going to put this here. I don't know if you can see it, but that's my friend Tommy. He was a race car builder, and yes, he did build that car. That is a modified, and he was going to move his fabrication shop up here so he could work with his friend Philip, and I had worked with him back in the 70s and 80s. So anyway, when Tommy passed away, then I didn't have any real reason to be here anymore. So, and I like my apartment. I do not like the management of the apartment. I do not like living in this little town where I can't get things that I need, and I have to drive 50, 60 miles round trip for medical treatment, that kind of thing. So, yeah, I can get a similar place to live in the same program that I am in the town that my sister lives in. But when this pandemic thing started, I realized I have no family. I have nobody here. And that's not a good thing when you're high risk and you can't go out to get food or anything. So I decided I needed to rethink my living arrangement. I want to show you one more of his cars, simply because this is probably one of the most beautiful race cars I ever saw in my life. And I worked in racing. I worked in racing for close to 30 years. Let's see if I can get this. This was a very rare thing. People did not put Corvettes out on the short track in the 70s. But Tommy liked to push the envelope, and he really pushed it with this car. This was one of the most beautiful race cars I've ever seen in my life. People still talk about it. And so anyway, I worked with him building race cars, which is funny because yesterday I must have had him on my mind because twice during my jewelry auction, I meant to say sheet music and I said sheet metal. And to me, that was pretty funny because sheet metal had to do with Tommy. So he must have been in my head yesterday a little bit. So anyway, that was why I moved here. And so I really don't have a major reason for sticking around here at this point. So when my lease runs out, I will be relocating to Virginia till I can, what my goal is I want to get a minivan and convert it into a little mini motorhome. But I don't know if I will be able to do that or not, but it's something I want to do. And anyway, by moving to Virginia, I can get to Michigan in a day. And I work with a band that is based in Michigan, and it's been really hard. We've tried to do what I need to do over the internet, and it hasn't always worked. So anyway, yeah, I'm actually looking forward. I've lived up there before, and I'm really kind of looking forward to metal detecting Virginia. Well, Handy Andy, Tommy and I were friends since 1977, 76, 77. So he was my buddy. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to moving up there. Yeah, Kellen, you're in Pennsylvania, right? There would be, well, high school for him, maybe. No, we were both out of high school by then. I graduated in 71. I'm old. I'm dirt. I'm old as dirt. But anyway, I don't care for this place as a whole. And I've lived up there in Virginia before, so I know what that is. My sister has a beautiful farm right off the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's nice, and there's a lot of different kinds of metal detecting I can do up there that I just don't have access to here. You know, up there you can find colonial coins, you can find old Spanish stuff, you can find Civil War relics. The area was settled so much earlier than where I am now that it's interesting to see what I'm going to be able to find. My very first silver that I found, and I have to count it as silver, with my metal detector, I found on my sister's farm, and it was a 1942 S war nickel that I found by an old cut down tree stump. And are you sure they abandoned it, Lady Kid Nichols? Or maybe just left it there because it's broken down and they're waiting for parts? Because I lived in mine for a couple years, and I had to do that. I had to leave mine in a parking lot. I made arrangements with the manager of the store because mine was old. It was a 1976, and I had to wait for the parts. So they were kind, and they let me leave it there. They said I couldn't stay in it, so I had to go get a motel for a couple days, but they did let me leave it there until I could get parts. Because if you've ever had to tow a motorhome, it's like $200 a mile to tow a motorhome. So you darn well better have the insurance. to tow one because you do not want to have to do it without it. I also had mine broke down once in the parking lot of the VA hospital when I went to see somebody that was in my family that was there. And they were really nice. They actually let me stay in my broken down motorhome in their parking lot for a week. And then they felt sorry for me. So they got me a hotel room in this place. It was like $200 a night hotel. Yeah, I would guess, Lady Kid Nichols, that they are probably waiting for a part and have made arrangements with the management to not have it towed. Most places do not want to tow a motorhome. They are a royal pain to tow. Yeah, mine sat broken down at the Tampa VA hospital for, I want to say, a week and a half or so. And finally I was able to get the part, and I had to wait for the part to come so I could find out if the mechanics that I knew could fix it, because I was relying on my racing buddies to do the work on it. That could be, Lady Kid Nichols. I liked living in my motorhome. I miss it. I didn't think I would miss it when I sold the motorhome, and then I kind of regretted that I did. So that's why I want to make a little, there's a lot of videos online. You can actually look at these where they take minivans like Toyota Siennas and vans like that and convert them into little mini RVs. And some of them are pretty fancy. Now, I'm not going to go as fancy as some of them, but it will give me I will have a place to sleep. I will have a small refrigerator, then a small generator. I've already got the solar panels. I've got a multi-story kennel that my cat can be happy living in while we're on the road. So anyway, that's what my deal is. And I haven't had any dinner yet, and neither has my cat, so I'm surprised he hasn't come in here and ripped my leg off. So I think I'm gonna let everybody go. We had a little success with the car wash quarters today. It wasn't major, but it wasn't a skunk. So thank everybody for popping in for this. We do this pretty much every Monday at 5. I would like to do it later, but I end up walking over other people's live streams, and I try not to do that. It's kind of become unavoidable though. So anyway, that was it for today. I want to thank everybody that came and hung out at my 555 giveaway. And yes, I am doing a 666. People keep saying, oh, no, that's the devil's number. You can't do that. But I think it's going to be devilishly fun. And we're going to do that one when I get 666 people. And in the meantime, I will be putting up some more metal detecting videos. I have some that I didn't finish up, and I'm going to go ahead and finish those off. And hopefully I'll be able, after I get some tires, I can go out and do some more detecting. So, yep, no bullies. That's my new mantra. Be safe. Take care of yourself. No bullies. If somebody starts bullying you on one of these channels, I don't recommend starting an exchange in the channel. What I recommend doing is what I did, which was I took some screenshots of what was being said, and I then sent them to the person that runs the channel, because I had a feeling that that person was so wrapped up in doing their coin roll hunt that they did not see the bullying happening. And I was correct. I immediately got a letter back from that person saying, oh my gosh, I did not know that was happening. I actually had donated for rolls in that chat. I gave them away and just left because I didn't want the confrontation in there. And this confrontation was between two moderators. This wasn't just random people that wandered into the channel. I am a mod on that channel, and so was the guy that was bullying me. So, no, I'm 67 years old. I was bullied my whole life. I'm not putting up with bullies. So that's my mantra. If somebody's bullying you in a channel, take a screenshot of it and make the owner of the channel aware of it, because they're probably wrapped up in what they're doing and don't even see it. And let them handle it. Don't argue it out in the live feed, or that's just not a good thing. So on that note, I will see everybody, most people that are in here, I see you in all the different channels. So I'm sure I will be seeing you sometime during the week. Take care of yourselves. Oh yeah, one more thing. Wash your hands. Please. There's so much crud out there. Wash your hands. All right, everybody. Good night. Have a great week. We'll see you later. Bye.